about to start.
Hello. It is Dominique Huff here for the Dominique Huff episodes. We're back here again. We are live today. It is Friday, August 10th, 2018. It's 7 after the top of the hour. I know I've gotten a late start. It's been a crazy week. Trying to get back in the swing of things. We are live here on Low Conduct Radio here on every Friday at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. So next week we're going to have our sounds and everything else. So we're going to just do a little small, short segment today just to kind of get caught up with some stuff. So what's going on? Let's talk. Millennials, we got to talk about some things. This is the quote-unquote year of the woman when it comes to politics and things that are going on across the country. And we have to start making sure that we're showing up to the polls. Because when we're not showing up to the polls, we're not engaging, we're not being involved, we're leaving things to chance. We have got to do much better. I was looking at here in my home city of Atlanta, which is the county of Fulton, part of us in DeKalb County. We had a runoff election, and the numbers were very terrible. In one of our cities, only 4% of the people came back out to vote in the runoff. In another city, only 9% came out. And we had 7%, 12%. So these numbers are pitiful across the board. Millennials, we are the biggest cohort in demographic out here now. So we have to start making some noise out here. We got to start letting people know where we're at. We can't be the life of the party. We can't just sit here and just say, look at me, old folk won't let me leave, this, that, and third. We have to represent. Take the year of the woman. I just mentioned that earlier. With the women running for office, I think there's close to 400 women, which is a record number of seeking public office all across the country for Congress, state house, state rep, and I think they even factored in some of these little local county races. But nonetheless, it's close to 400 women who are on the ballot this year. Whether some of them have been locked off because of the primaries, but we got some more that will still be on the ballot for the fall. But I asked myself, what can we do to get 400 millennials running for office? You know, running for Congress, running for Senate, running for House, running for your county commission, running for your city council, running for even president. We have to do more than just complain. We have to do more than just talk about what needs to be done. Because if not, we'll become irrelevant, just like these establishments will become irrelevant. The establishments like it when you don't vote, let the truth be told. Because when you don't vote, they love the fact that you don't care, that they can just do whatever to you, and they do dumb shit like give you a turkey, school supply drive. All of a sudden, they do a little bullshit cleanup. All of a sudden, they don't get the criminals off the street, find out they've been complaining for 1,000 years about that. Now, all of a sudden, they want to get all this stuff done when it's election year. We have to hold people accountable. Dr. Paul Emerson said it best with the 5 pillars. And he said this for black people, but this is more applied to now just people in general, how I'm going to remit it. You know, the reason why you have a chamber of commerce and these business groups that are very empowered, because they fund campaigns. They recruit candidates. Because there's no revolution, despite all what you heard. You cannot have a revolution without cash, without resources, without an agenda. All these damn marches, all these damn rallies, all this hashtag, all this social media stuff. And some of y'all are out here that's going to the mat over bullshit and ain't nothing happening. And we got to change that. So you got to come up, as I said before, the 5 pillars. What is the agenda? What do we want? Is it in line with what that particular branch of government can do? Let's stop asking the president something that we can ask for our local officials. Let's stop asking local officials for something that we ask for our president. Get educated on the proper roles and functions of what these people are supposed to do when they're in office. Read the charters, read the Constitution, go to these websites, do your homework, and do your research. Then on top of that, after you get that done, then start showing up some of these meetings. Look at their agenda. But all this stuff on the internet now, you can't tell me that you're just not informed. And I tell people, in the age of information, it is unacceptable that you don't know what is going on. So if you want to chime into the show, you can call at 607-203-5378. That's 607-203-5378. Today, please do not judge me or grade me on this show. I'm in a car right now, literally broadcasting to you because it has been a crazy week with the business. And I knew I had to do the show. Couldn't do it last week, so we're breaking all my rules. They know how to open the phone line up that early. I use a 7 or 2, use that commercials, the sounds together. But here, we're here in the car. It's Friday, here in downtown Atlanta, got the sandals on, the button-up shirt, shorts. It's out here looking at eye candy walk by. So, nonetheless, we'll keep it going. Want to put that out there. But getting back to the point, you have to ask yourself, what is the agenda that you want for these elected officials? A lot of times you're mad, you don't know why you're mad. You're protesting, you don't know why you're protesting. The LGBT community, for example, when they wanted gay marriage, which is something that should have happened, because we know what marriage is supposed to do. They stayed on the agenda, they funded campaigns, they forced hands, they took over the media, they used their media platforms, they got it done. Same thing now we're seeing with the Me Too thing. The Me Too women have taken over everything. Everybody talking about Me Too now. It became a pound discussion, creating movements about it, hashtags, got folks writing songs about it, all you name it, it's out there. So you have to make your agenda relevant. Because if your agenda is not relevant, then it's not going to get traction. It's not going to go anywhere. Then after you get tired and worn out, then guess what? It dies out. Just like, for example, October's around the corner with Susan B. Komen. Everybody's going to turn this whole town, the whole country, everything will be pink. Football, restaurants, cups, events, parties, shoes, toes, whatever. Everything's going to be pink for Halloween before October because that's breast cancer month. And, shout out to the women we lost to that disease, the women who are going through that disease. This day, the September's for prostate cancer for the men. Shout out to the men, who are going through that right now. Keep your head up. Our thoughts with you. But look at a lot of y'all probably didn't know September was prostate cancer. You probably didn't know that blue was the color. But what it is, the Coleman folks, their agenda to the mat. When you have an agenda, you got to be willing to go to the mat and to the woodshed for what you need to do. And it has to be something with a list. You have to look at wins that are realistic, that are thought out, that are tactical. It can't be no wins that say, I want to do this, but you all over the place. Get focused. Think about what needs to be done. And then look at how can we get it done. How can we build a platform? How can we get with like-minded people? How can we connect with folks? That's what we have to start doing. Then from there, you look at, how do we gather resources? How do we gather the like minds? And with social media, you have no excuse of why that's not being done. It's not. You can create a Facebook page, an Instagram, a Twitter, Reverb Nation, Snapchat, all these sites that are out there. Even we ain't talking about the niche sites like LinkedIn, the Nextdoor, and all these sites like the Black Avengers. Use these platforms to get the message out there. So stop crying about, the media won't run my press release, and nobody won't talk to me, and we just been ignored, and Put your message out there. Black Lives Matter started with a Twitter account, and then it grew. Now, of course, in other ways how it grew, but for the sake of this show, it started out with that Twitter account. And start following like-minded people on these social media outlets. Start engaging in these groups. Stop all that damn gender war and shit and start networking in these groups. Some of y'all get on Facebook all day, write these 8-paragraph declarations about how you tired of everybody and what folks need to do or what they should do, and you ain't doing nowhere nothing like that. Have focus, have clarity, and also get an army. And your army may not be hundreds of people. It may be just 5 people. It may be 2 people. But then come up with metrics of how you're going to hold yourself accountable. And don't become so much of a slave to the work and to the mission that you forget how to live. Because if you do, then what's going to happen is you're going to try to hijack everything and say, what you need to be doing is focus on that, and nobody's going to pay attention to you. So, no, you cannot focus on that, folks. So you have to be very attentive when you're doing this. And then get out there. Get out there and make it happen. Start lobbying. Talk to your elected officials. Talk to other community leaders. Host an event. Create an initiative. Position yourself. Look at what needs to be done and how can you do it based off what you have. It don't take millions of dollars to get stuff done. It don't take having fancy degrees to get stuff done. It don't take being popular or being famous to get stuff done. Lead from where you're at. When you lead from where you're at, then you can really get that stuff built off and going. Because by leading from where you're at, then you're using your talent, your skills, your abilities to get what you want. That's how you have to focus. Start doing is how can you better organize? Because a lot of times I see out here we have turf wars. What I mean by a turf war, you know how it is in community work for those that work in this field. Everybody gets very dear to, oh, this is my corridor. Oh, these my children. Oh, these my homeless people. Oh, that's my food drive. Oh, that's my school supply drive. Don't do that. Because the worst thing that happens that turns off people who are trying to get active in the movement is everybody's out here fighting over turf wars, and that turns off your sponsors, that turns off your donors, that turns off people who want to help. Because nobody wants to step into drama. Nobody wants to step into no battle. Nobody wants to do none of that stuff. What they want to do is they want to go ahead and get focused and get positioned on what they need to do. So build allies and get everything what you need going together so you can go ahead and have a move. Because it's almost the end of the year. Some of y'all been talking about what y'all going to do. Thank you. Some of y'all been talking about what y'all going to do and how you going to do that, and you ain't got a damn thing done. Time is ticking. You don't want to be the person that's still talking about, go ahead. You don't want to go ahead and be out here talking about what you're going to do, and it has not moved forward. So you have to organize your movement. Also, review what you're doing and be prepared to shift gears and go in different directions that you need to go to. But a lot of us are addicted to our own bullshit. I have a colleague, for example. I know this would be very appropriate to show on the air. So I'm going to change a lot of details so people can't say, you talking about people on the radio, and you doing this and you doing that. Because Kyle already gave me to do this show. She was like, I said, Kyle, can I come back first? She said, hell no. Then she said, no. Then she said, screw you. And then she gave me all these stipulations, which I probably have broken all of them in the first 5 minutes. So if I'm not back here next week, I definitely enjoy the short-lived return of this show. Because I tell you, this show gets banned from more stations. But anyway, I love that. What you have to look at is, I use his story for example. You got resources. You say you're looking for a job. You say you need these assets. You need this. You need somebody to give you a chance. You need somebody to give you a job. You need somebody to give you clients to your business. But yet, when you get tools that you can leverage and you're not doing it, but you still want to do bullshit, then that makes people pull back the support. You know how much I have to do with no car, at the time, no place to stay, at the time, still got bills to pay, but I still got it done because I was focused on the work at hand of what needed to be done. And that's the main thing. Get focused and stop being all over the place. So I know I said 30 minutes, but I'm going to actually do it at 15 because I'm in a place where I can't really be at. But I want to get out here and get on the air. Next week, we're going to have it together, folks. Full hour, full show prep. Want to put those tips out there. I probably wouldn't keep this show over. I probably wouldn't like how this came out, but I want to give you something. Thank you for your time. You listen to the Dominique Huff episode here on No Conduct Radio, and we will return next Friday, 2 o'clock. I promise I'll be together. I'll be organized. Until then, talk to you soon. Like me on Facebook, Dominique Huff episodes. That's Dominique Huff episodes on Facebook. Till then.